Hey, Sam off.
Sick guy. Sick guy.
Now a give right side. It's Ali. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a third down.
Here we go, here we go. 90 Wolf.
Use the mic. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set, 8, read.
Watch the pass.
Hey, Echo.
Mike, check. 59. Come to my world.
We up.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
Nice kick.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
You want this.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch out. 58. Check three.
X3, 218, chopper.
21. Let's go. Gun.
Buzz.
53. Mike, 53. Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Here I come again.
He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
First down, New England.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Man, I got you. Joker. Wait. Check 20.
Greystone, travel.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Trying to get it to Landry there. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Tight right. 4 down. Hey, Mike 52.
Mike, grip.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And got his man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
They'll look to throw here. Going up top for Miller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
'53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Here's Ryan. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got his man. That's Landry. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
All day. All day.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 45.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. We're scoreless after 1.
Back 25.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They go play action now. Ryan. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39.
With that impact, I fully expected the ball to pop free. I still remember an old defensive back friend of mine. He used to say, guess what? Even if they catch the ball, make sure they have a memento to take back to the sidelines.
On first down, it's Scott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Space.
Oh, here we go. Oh. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. In your face.
Get out.
To throw is Ryan. Who nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
56. Mike's 56.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Ali. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Ready. You're out.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Hey, orbit. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And a Patriot first down.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
51, Sam!
From just shy of midfield, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Come on,
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
18 Gators. Get it.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Fresno.
Go.
52.
2nd and 10, fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
High 7.
You ain't doing nothing today.
My 52. Watch the screen.
Hey, my 52.
Now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
The quarterback
Boom. That's how we do it.
a loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Ryan. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
11. Gun. D-line, get that quarterback. Mark 55.
Operating from the gun. Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Man out. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Rock it. Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that'll make the score 14-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Check right. Watching you five. I'm going to run you over. Hey, Zoo. Go. 55.
On third down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Check.
They run again with Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
80 weapon. 10. Big grip.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. In the slot on the right is Graham. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Check. Space. Get him. Bravo.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
56. Mike's 56.
Hey, exit.
Watch the screen. 56.
Hey, South.
56 is the mic. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 56.
Now it's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Jones on the return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Boys, 52. It's coming this way, Here we go. Switch it. They go.
They'll run on first down. Carson, they'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
30 base.
52's the mic. Watch the screen. My 52. I got him.
Now.
Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Check 13. Check 13.
Hey, Delta. 5.
They'll set up a throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Patriots take over.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
18 Gator.
59, Mike to 59. Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Check 9. Check 9.
On first down, it's Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go. 10-2 stop.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Hit it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Rush in. Rush in.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And complete to Zach Ertz. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game, as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his 1st catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Landry, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Got his man. It's Williams. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Ryan. He's going to go up top for the end, and this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Big grip, big grip.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Landry now on the return. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Ryan. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Here's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Fletcher Cox, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play.